Would you like to discover what to do when the man I love is in love with another woman? Hi, I'm Antia, founder and creator of the Magnetize The Man Method. And look, if you are new here, click that subscribe button right below the video, hit that bell so you get all the new updates on how to attract the right man for you quickly. So let's go ahead and dive right in. Number one, be self-focused. Look, girlfriend, you have to fall in love with yourself. When a man is in love with another woman, is because you are not in love with yourself. And so what you need to learn is really bring the energy towards you. What I see so often, what happens is those women who have men that love another woman is because they have a childhood that was really dysfunctional. For example, they are used to that their dad doesn't put them first. They are used to that their mom told you, don't be a burden. Their dad told them, who do you think you are? And because of that, they became really what? Other focused. So that is a huge problem because guess what? When you focus on other people, it's going to be a really long road for you to attract a man into your life who focuses on you. Because after all, you actually start abandoning yourself. You're leaving yourself. And actually, the minute you get to start to have attention towards yourself, guess what happens? You actually start to feel uncomfortable, unsafe inside of yourself. So you push it away unconsciously. Because it's not safe to feel that attention, especially not if you had any narcissistic or unavailable parents, because they were really making sure that you should not shine the light too bright on yourself. So it's really important to fall in love with yourself. Now, what does that actually mean? Well, for one, you have different parts inside of yourself, right? You have that wild, that crazy part, and you have this loving, this really soft part, right? You also have this worker part. It just gets work and gets the job done. So you have all kinds of different emotional expressions and how they show up in everyday life. For example, it is very different if you're in a sensual, lover kind of energy, or if you're in a really like warrioress, let's get the job done, chop chop kind of energy. Do you see the difference there? So the job, when you become self-focused, is learning to fall in love with yourself, with all of those parts, and really bring that energy towards yourself. Even visualize bringing that energy towards yourself. Number two is speak your truth. Now, this weaves in a little bit into being congruent within yourself versus abandoning and rejecting yourself. For example, a lot of women that come to me are really struggling with setting boundaries without feeling guilty or being vulnerable or just speaking up, speaking their truth, because they want to accommodate the other person. They don't want to rock the boat. They don't want to, ruffle feathers and create a conflict outside. Now, why is that? Because, of course, that makes them afraid to be rejected. But look, here is the thing. The conflict is already inside of you. That's right. Because when what you think, what you say, and what you do is not in alignment, Houston, we have a problem. We have a conflict. And guess what happens? That past conflict is showing up outside of yourself. So within, so without. So how that then shows up is you can't attract men into your life who put attention on other women, who are in love with other women, who really sending this romance energy instead of towards yourself, towards other women. However, when you start speaking your truth, for one, you become really congruent. And when you become congruent, when you become aligned, you increase your own level of self-trust, you increase your own level for self-respect, and you increase your own level for magnetism. So you then effortlessly attract this man into your life, or you attract a man into your life who is willing and ready to invest all of his energy, his words of affirmation, his acts of service, his affection to you. Tip number 3, meet other men. Now, what you want to do in that moment, take the focus of this particular man. Look, he does not deserve your attention right now. It's really important that you match the investment from another person to the other person. So if they're not investing in you, why would you invest in them? If they are breadcrumbing you, why would you give them the whole enchilada? Why would you give them the whole cake and have them to eat it too? That makes absolutely no sense. As a matter of fact, that would be so not being true to yourself. So look, meet other men and get used to this feeling. What does it feel like when a man is paying attention to me? What does it feel like when I'm laughing my belly off, right, so to say? What does it feel like when a man is simply focused on me, right? What happens is the brain then goes out of tunnel vision and goes more into what else is available, right? You see, the brain deletes, distorts, and generalizes reality based on our unconscious expectations. And yes, you may want to write that down. So what that then essentially means is you have to really make sure that there's no deletion. So how do you make sure that there's no deletion? Meaning there's no other man, there's nobody better out there. You meet other men. You experience the realness of other men, what it feels like when a man invests in yourself. I hope this makes sense. Tip number 4, take him off the pedestal, girlfriend. Okay, you are the prize. So he has to really understand that in a big way, because what oftentimes happens, and men tell me all the time, is they can tell when a woman is putting them on a pedestal, and they're like, okay, apparently I'm the prize. When she reaches out to me all the time, obviously she's willing to move outside of her comfort zone. She's willing to disrespect herself. So I'm the prize. She's not the prize because she's not treating herself like the prize. So take the man off the pedestal. Look, I have one saying, the soulmate is real. The pedestal you put him on is not. Now, one really great tool to use is, of course, my archetypes quiz. Because what you see there is like we have different parts inside of us, like I already said. So you get to actually see. So instead of saying he is so perfect and he is so polished and he is such a dream man, now you actually get to see, well, he is like a strong little inner boy, or he has a strong warrior, but he doesn't have like a extreme wild man, or he's not extremely passionate, or he's not extremely caring, or whatever the case may be. But you then actually see this man is not perfect. So you want to really disillusion yourself from the perfection of this man. Look, what the brain does all the time is when it uncovers what it can't have, it wants it even more. It's sort of like this chasing effect. So let's make sure you take this man off the pedestal and let him be imperfect. And then guess what? Let yourself off the pedestal as well and say that you are the prize. And tip number 5 is, of course, reconnect to your bliss and your purpose. Look, I hear men say all the time, I love when a woman is in her zone, when she's in her element, when she's just minding her own business. Now, why is that? Because you're oozing creativity, you're oozing life force energy, right? You are expressing so much joy and an infinite innovation and infinite expansion and infinite truth eventually. And the man is asking themselves, hey, I want to have a piece of that. I want more where this came from. So you want to really have them become interested and curious into what is this mysterious energy inside of you. What is it all about? Where is it coming from? Because the truth is, we are the unknown to ourselves. We are the mystery to ourselves. So you want to embrace that inside of yourself. Reconnect to your purpose, to your passion. And that will then, of course, radiate out. When you are this walking example, when you are on life purpose, that's when you really attract your life partner almost effortlessly. Because why? Because your life purpose helps you to become into alignment with yourself. And guess what? When you're in alignment, you attract your life partner because he is part of your life purpose. All right, in summary, number 1, be self-focused. Number 2, speak your truth. Number 3, meet other men. Number 4, take him off the pedestal. You are the prize. And number 5 is reconnect to your bliss and your own purpose. So now I want to hear from you. What things can you commit to make sure that you attract a man into your life who commits to you, or a man that you're with right now recommits to you? So I hope this was helpful to you. If you like this video, go ahead and click the share button, like it as well. Leave me comments. I would always love to hear from you. And of course, as always, I recommend taking my Magnetize Your Man quiz as well, so you see where you stand and we can see how we can support you. This is it for today. Much love to you, and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye-bye.